Right now on NBC 10 News today, customers targeted outside of local banks. We'll tell you about a string of robberies in 2 states that police think may be connected. Flames break out early this morning in one Philadelphia neighborhood. We'll have the dramatic video coming up. And a symbol of the season. We'll show you the arrival in New York City of this year's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree.
NBC 10 News starts now.
Hey, good morning. I'm NBC 10's Frances Wang. It is 8:30 on your Saturday morning. A lot of news to get to this morning, but first, will the weather cooperate with your weekend plans? If it's anything like last weekend, Marvin, I'm guessing the answer is yes.
Yeah, that is correct, Francis. Another good weekend across the entire region. Definitely feeling a little bit cooler, and that's something that we talked about last week. And the fact that this weekend was going to stay relatively quiet, but perhaps a little bit cooler. And temperatures at the moment, they are definitely reflecting some of the chilly weather that we have in place across the metro area. 41 degrees the official temperature at Philadelphia's International Airport. We are noticing mainly clear skies. There are some high clouds detected by our satellite that you can see those clouds here moving across Delaware and even sections of South Jersey, but no rain throughout the region. Winds in a few spots are reported as calm. You can see some of the measuring stations: Bluebell, Doylestown, Philly, Mount Holly, Millville, and some of the spots that haven't had much of a wind in the last couple of hours. Of course, we have seen the development of some low clouds, a little bit of fog visibility, not the worst, but definitely down to about 3 miles here in Mount Holly, Toms River, close to 2 miles, but I do not expect the fog to be a problem for a long period of time. As a matter of fact, for the next set of hours, we will continue to track abundant sunshine. The 10-day is coming up in just a few. Francis.
Marvin, thank you. Now to a developing story spanning 2 of our local states. Police looking into whether a string of burglaries are connected. They're all happening outside of banks. Take a look. The first 2 happened last month in Montgomery County. Then fast forward to yesterday, and a group of crooks with the same MO shows up in Newcastle County. NBC 10's Katie Zachary live for us this morning in North Wilmington to bring us up to speed. Katie. Always love Sheila and our Clear the Shelter segments. After a string of robberies, you'll want to be on alert while visiting a bank in our area. NBC 10's Katie Zachary live for us this morning and following that story for us. Katie.
Good morning, Francis. That's right. A warning from police about thieves targeting customers at banks, trying to steal their cash, and in some cases getting violent with the victims. We'll have a live report coming up.
And we are starting this morning with abundant sunshine throughout the entire region. Find out what else is coming our way for the rest of this weekend and what to expect in the upcoming days in just a few.
Right now on NBC 10 News today, before you stop off at your local bank, you're going to want to hear about this. We got to tell you about a string of robberies that have police issuing a warning to customers. Detours over. We'll have welcome news for drivers who use one local bridge. And while a lot of their fans were fast asleep, the Flyers were on the ice on the West. We'll have the late night highlights from California coming up in sports.
NBC 10 News starts now.
Hey, good morning. I'm NBC 10's Frances Wang. It is coming up on 9 o'clock on your Saturday morning. A lot of news to get to, but first, it's a crisp morning out there. Marvin, we've been waiting to use that word, crisp.
Yeah, it is definitely not humid outside, Francis. It is definitely feeling very dry. So, you know, the hand lotion, yeah, the lip moisturizer.
You calling me out? What are you trying to say?
No, I mean, I'm basically talking about myself right now and basically what I'm living through because of all the dry air that we have going on across our area. There's plenty of sunshine down the parkway, so that's something that, of course, we appreciate, especially on a chilly morning like what we have right now. Temperature-wise, 45 degrees, and yeah, I do expect temperatures to warm up about another 10 degrees as we head into the afternoon. Here's a look at our satellite. You can see some of the high-level clouds moving across Delaware and sections of South Jersey at the shore. Most likely you're seeing some of those thin clouds as well high up in the sky. Winds not that impressive. Most of our area with sustained winds under less than 10 miles per hour. A few locations, Doylestown, Reading, and even Lancaster reporting calm winds at the moment. But looking at our visibility, that continues to improve. A couple of spots did see some foggy spots this morning, and that's not much of a problem for us right now. I'll have the 10-day coming up in just a few moments. Francis.
All right, Marvin, thank you. All right, now to that developing story we've been telling you about this morning. Police investigating a string of robberies outside of banks in 2 different states in our area. Take a look at this map from Montgomery County to Newcastle County and elsewhere. Police say armed robbers going after bank customers. And now authorities have a warning for you before you make your next visit to your local bank. NBC 10's Katie Zachary live in Newcastle County with more details on this crime spree. Katie?
Friend.
And if you would like to make Michael's dream come true or the dream of any Wednesday's child, call the Adoption Center, 1-800-2ADOPT. That's 1-800-2ADOPT. We hope to have some good news to share on some of those kids we've been featuring this year, Marvin.
Yeah,
hopefully
definitely.
soon.
Yes, it's always good to get the good story after. A good story afterwards. And I'll tell you, Francis, something else that's looking good for us this weekend is, of course, our weather. We're tracking plenty of sunshine outside right now, some high clouds passing by, and our current temperature is 45 degrees. Wind's not much of a story for us, so don't expect that to be an issue for you this afternoon. Speaking of the afternoon, high pressure will give us lots of sunshine, and temperatures today will be climbing up into the mid-50s across the city, closer to 58 degrees over at the shore, and South Jersey likely closer to 57. Check out the forecast here, friends. Is really our icons say it all. Dry weather, clear skies, temperatures in the 50s for the upcoming work week. The one thing I do want to point out, of course, is the numbers all the way at the bottom. Our low temperatures, those are going to be in the 30s for most of the work week. So definitely those jackets, those coats will be needed in the morning, and definitely some less layers for the afternoon. A quiet, peaceful week, something that, of course, we always like.
Yeah, I got to pay attention to the second number there.
Yes,
that's important.
The second number is also important, yes.
That does it for this edition of NBC 10 News Today. I'm Francis Wang. For Marvin and all of us here at NBC 10, have a great Saturday.
Enjoy your day.